Hey guys, welcome back to another Unfiltered Gamer interview, and here we're at Arizona Game Fair, and we are here with Jason, and he's going to talk about his game Othin, which is coming to Kickstarter pretty soon here. What is Othin going to be like?
So Othin is it's an arena combat board game that's inspired by this whole genre of video games called esports. When you hear about a lot of the professional video game players that get paid to go and play that kind of stuff, so like League of Legends, Dota 2, Smite, Overwatch, things like that. It's based off of esports in that the game relies on a cooldown management kind of thing. So if you play a really powerful ability, it has a high cooldown number on it. It's going to go onto this cooldown track, and then each round it slowly shifts. So after 4 or 5 rounds, you get it back into your deck, and then you can use it again. A lot of the sorry.
No, that's fine. Keep going.
Yeah. So a lot of the abilities, it's kind of card combat play. So you can play an ability and it combos together with other things. You've got instant actions where you can counterattack people or dodge. So very kind of active, card combat.
And so when I was looking at the game, obviously when I think of a mobile or an esports game, one of those League of Legends, Dota, Han, that kind of Heroes of Newerth, and then for the World of Warcraft one, what's that one?
Heroes
of the Storm. That's right. I think of a 3-lane encounter in which you're going to be pushing through the lanes. That's not this style of game, though. This is kind of a little bit of a different aspect of the game, right? Yep. You're playing a tile laying game, right? So how many different characters are you going to be having, and how is the game going to function, basically, in a very simple mechanism way?
So characters. The base box has 6, but I've been working on this for 4 years, so I'm up to 30 now, and you've got healers, tanks, support classes, damage dealers near and far, and every single one of them plays completely different. They've got their own unique deck of abilities that are specific to them. You feel a lot like the character that you're playing. And then, it's not a esports more of a MOBA side with lanes and minions. Instead, it's more just 100% team battle 100% of the time. So more of an Overwatch approach.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, so I was just looking at the game as we were walking by, and I'm like, I gotta tell people about this game because it's very interesting. I love the artwork for the first part. Just Othin is what you see on the front of the box, and then having the tile laying system down for kind of battling system game. That's super cool. So I'm excited to see that. When do you think it's gonna be coming on Kickstarter?
The earliest is going to be May 1st. I just hired a new miniature artist, and I really like the stuff that he's done before, but I want to see what he can do with the Othin material.
So you'll be having miniatures for the game as they move around the board then?
Yep.
Awesome. Great. Well, I appreciate your time, man, and I hope to see you soon, and check the game out on Kickstarter. If you want, you can send us a copy, and we will go ahead and show our viewers more stuff.
Awesome.
And if they want to find you, where are they going to find you at before this? Websites?
So seekingheroes.com.
Awesome. Thank you very much, and as always, we look forward to seeing you next time. Hey guys, welcome back to the Unfiltered Gamer review or interview here at the Arizona Game Fair. I am here with Jeremy and Dave from Gobico, and we're going to talk about a couple of their games and maybe some things they're going to be doing in the future. I know a little bit about these games. I did play 18-card Sushi, and I played Kazushi, which are some pretty cool games, but I'll go ahead and let them talk to you about them.
Oh, hey. Hi, I'm Dave with Gobico Games. So one of the games that we're showing here today is called Kazushi. It's basically, it's an abstract board game in a 2-inch box. So basically, players take turns building out the board collaboratively, and it's an area control game. You're trying to get more of your color in different areas. And
you said, what does the game remind you of specifically?
It reminds me of Go, Othello, and a tiny bit of Risk.
Right, yeah. Othello is definitely one that I was originally thinking of when I was playing the game, was that Othello style. But it has its own unique aspect with the flags and the buildings. You're trying to make, a 6x6 grid, right? And whoever has the most components at the end by the time the entire thing has been built is the winner of the game, right?
You have played this game. That's absolutely right, yeah. So one of the interesting parts of it is you definitely have an opening game where, since you're starting with one card basically, you're trying to control how the board builds out into the 6x6 grid. So, for example, if you're trying to take this side of the board, you're going to want to build the board that way, and I'm going to try to build it this way. So it definitely it has it's a 3-part saga. You definitely have an opening, you have a mid game where you're trying to strengthen your position, then you have an end game where you're just trying to edge out your opponents.
The last little bits of the game.
And a lot
Excellent.
of games are won just on 1 point advantage.
Yep. No, it's a really cool little game. I advise you guys check it out. Another one, too, is 18-card Sushi, which actually has 18 games in an 18-card deck. You're going to get 3 different types of cards with different numbers on them, and they're going to represent sushi and I believe, what's the other one? Are they all 3 just different types of sushi?
So they're all sushi, so we've got...
Oh, no, I played the Dungeon Index. So I remembered Life, and I remembered Treasure and Damage, but there's different games.
Got Cucumber. Basically, it's we've created 18 different games. They're all mini games. They're all bite-sized, so 5 to 10 minute filler games, and there's all different types, from completely luck-based games to deeper strategy games. Well, as deep as you can get with 18 cards.
Well, definitely. There's like mechanisms in one of them, and then there's like Push Your Luck in another, which was what I played. Yeah. So yeah, it's cool because it is definitely a bite-sized game, but with 18 bite-sized games all in one little box.
Yeah.
The other game I saw was Crazy Cake Bakery, but I didn't get a chance to play it. Although Ferdinand the Cardboard Stacker did, maybe he'll talk about it on his channel. But personally, I don't know much about it. Luckily, I have these two here to tell me about them.
All right. So Crazy Cake Bakery, it's kind of a more 2 to 4 players. It's about 30 minutes a game, and the idea is you get a hand, and all the players are collaboratively stacking up cakes in the center of the table, and there are order cards off on the side, and you're trying to fill these orders by matching patterns. So 2 pair, or 3 of a kind, or basically a full house. But there's also action cards which allow you to manipulate the cakes, so that if you're really lucky and you actually happen to have the cakes to, make a pattern, great. That doesn't happen very often. So you need the action cards to sort of rearrange and, tessellate the things.
Configure them around, basically.
Right.
And these games, from what I know, you have a software background, right? And so these games kind of have that feel to them a little bit, right? Like they're mechanisms and whatnot, and you have to learn. You can get better and better as you play these games. The more you play them.
Yeah. So all of our games are designed for kids to be able to play them. So the rules are pretty simple. You'll be able to pick them up in 2 to 5 minutes. But they all have some deeper strategy in it that some of the older, more sophisticated players would enjoy.
Cool. And do you have any games coming out shortly? Anything in the works, maybe, that you can talk about?
So we have sort of a card duel game that we've actually been working on that for about 9 months, and it's probably got another 3 to go of playtesting. That one we're probably going to Kickstarter sometime this summer, maybe in May.
Kickstarter, he says.
Yeah.
Well, I am a Kickstarter board game reviewer. That's specifically what I focus on. So
We'll be in touch.
that would be good, yeah. And so you got that one coming in, Kickstarter in a couple months here. That's great. Gobico, where can people find you guys at?
Gobico.com, GOBICO.com.
Perfect. Anywhere else? Anything else they need to know?
We're on Twitter, same Twitter handle. We're just starting with Instagram. That's probably
all of them, right? Slowly
Yeah.
but surely. Yeah, no, that's a great thing. So I appreciate you guys taking the time and showing us your cool games, Kazushi 18 Card Sushi and Crazy Cake Bakery and a couple other ones. And yeah, if you're interested, do go ahead and check out their channels and website and all that. You probably just Google Gobico and probably find you guys, right?
We're going to do video instructions on all of these, including all 18 of these mini games. So that'll be coming in the next few weeks.
Little tutorial videos.
Right.
Awesome, great. This is Unfiltered Gamer, another Unfiltered Gamer interview here in Arizona Game 4. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys watching us, and I look forward to seeing you next time.
All right.